Oh, and this is how we get down. What's good, everybody? Welcome into your favorite daily morning sports and sports betting brand of record. We call it Coaching Company. We are live on the Stadium Network, wherever Stadium is, Amazon Prime, DirecTV, YouTube TV, Vizio, LG. We are available in over 100 million homes. Now, as you can see, your boy is outside of the friendly confines, but today and the next 3 days, a very, very special days because we're in Chicago. We're in Chi-Town. We're in the Windy City, which is where Stadium emanates from, right down the road. So I feel the love from the Stadium execs here today. Now, a little bit of housekeeping before I get to the guys in my company that are just coming up to the door. Yesterday, and baseball sucks. The summer sucks. And we try to keep a positive attitude, but this is also why we're not just a sports betting show. Yesterday, yuck. 2 check marks. That's all my guys could do. Well, Rant Wednesday, F days could not have come at a better time. Wait, get those X's off the screen, producer man. Get them off the screen. Now, a big positive later on tonight. Coach and Bro, the fastest growing show in all of pro wrestling. Me, Vince Russo, Dirt Sheet Dan, producer man, 11 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the Stadium Network. And also, if you're an early riser, 6 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday morning, we repeat the show as well. And do not forget, coming up on Friday night, it is the PFL on ESPN Live from Chicago. So we got a lot to get to. Oh, and did we forget that the NBA draft is tonight as well? A lot of other people did. No buzz whatsoever. We'll tackle a few topics here today on the show. But without further ado, do you hear that? Oh yeah, the company's ready to come in. So without further ado, it's time to beat the books. And today an embarrassment of riches. Look who we have. Oh my goodness. Let's start with the man whose very own basketball team is saying, you can go there, you can go there. Who's going to be playing on the court next year in Boston? Big Tommy C from The Last Word also. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, fellas. And I think they're going to recruit you to play because you were like All-State, weren't you?
Very funny, Tommy. I was an All-American, small college,
All-American.
but I was an All-American kid. Yes, I was. Now, let's come over to my numbers guy. First and foremost, let's give him a proper introduction. He's my numbers guy for a reason. Say good morning to Rafael Esparza. Good morning, Rafael.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, family. This is working overtime this morning because I just got some more text messages. I think this NBA draft day could be NBA trade day because there's a lot of rumors going out with Philly. Boston Celtics, they're telling me that everyone's open for trades except Tatum. So that means Brown and Holiday are maybe being shipped around. It's going to be a crazy day. I don't think the draft is going to be explosive. Trades today could be explosive.
Well, you said Philadelphia. Can you give me a name?
The big man. I mean, the process is over. I mean, I think he could be going because I think they're looking at the center from Duke. If they can draft him, then maybe ship the process out.
Wow, the process could be done in Philadelphia. Very interesting. More on that coming up over the course of the next 60 minutes. Now, this man is the only 5-star chef in the game. You can see his stadium eats all over the place, including his IG channel and also at Stadium and Bally Sports Live. Please say good morning to my man, Seabass. Good morning, Seabass.
Morning, Coach. Morning, family. Yeah, man, I'm just here for one reason, Coach. You know, Wednesdays I missed the last 2, but I need that Sloopy lettuce video. You got any of those things going around today?
It's so funny that you should mention that because just moments ago, I got a little ding-a-ding-ding, and I hadn't even looked at the prize fight from yesterday, but I believe our man Sloopy has that taken care of. Seabass, you ask, you shall receive. Producer man.
Let's see if you can hear me now. Salad Boy, you said that you needed to stop making videos because you were running out of storage? Come on, man. You're only making one video every few weeks because you know that you can't build a winning streak against me. I am back, and once again, I have prevailed. And I do love the name Sloopy. It's cool. It's off a song. I appreciate it, but you know what? I think we need to go back to the old name. So you know what, Peyton? I'm handing the L to you. See you next week.
Oh, Seabass, give me a rating.
For Sloopy, excuse me, for Sloopy, it's good. There was a lot of this coming in and out. I'm like, what's he doing? He's waving in the wind over here. I like the little mic. He should have incorporated that a little bit more. Talking about the little mic because little lettuce you can't get on his level. See, that would have been a lot better. But I can coach you guys in these videos if you like. Small fee.
We are starting a coaching business, however, so maybe you can help a brother out and be a part of that as well. By the way, I think Soupy is trying to be part like those influencers now that go along the streets and interview the billionaires, and they hold that little mic right there. I think he's trying to be cool, like the cool kids do. All right, gentlemen, we are also a sports betting show. And lately, admittedly, it's the worst time of the year because it sucks, baseball, soccer, but we keep it positive. But we've been ice cold. It ends today. Raphael, I'm starting with you, big boy. Where are we going?
We're going to where my Cubs are just getting their butts handed to them left and right in St. Louis. So we're going with the Cardinals team total over 4.5 again because we've cashed this not once but twice. The Cubs have given up 16 runs in 2 games. Their pitching has been awful. So I'm going to take the Cardinals team total over 4.5. Wind's going to be blowing out again, and it's steamy in St. Louis. That means the ball will be carrying. And then give me the ladies tonight. Give me the Suns, Aces. Both teams to score over 70.5. Will lay to -110. All 10 meetings between these two teams have hit this number. I'm a little bit shocked that this wasn't 71 or 72.5. Aces are averaging 80 points a game, and the Sun are averaging 72 points a game. I think this one flies over to 70.5.
Like we need it today. I feel like we need a little pick-me-up, so I'll say it. Hey, ladies, let's go tonight. Now, Big Tommy C, he knows how to trigger your boy. He knows how to get under my skin. And he knows that at our merch store, you can purchase a shirt that says, I hate unders. But the man doesn't care today. Big Tommy, where are you headed, sir?
I got the Yankees and Reds under total runs 9.5 -120. A big Tommy C fact right here. Each of the Yankees' last 13 games have gone under the total runs, and the ace, Max Fried, is on the mound today or tonight, and the Reds are not going to score 4 runs. No way. And the Yankees don't score runs anyway. So there you go, the under.
I love Big Tommy fun facts. Absolutely love them. By the way, Raphael, last night, the debut of that stud and his first 5 hitters for the Reds, all Ks, all strikeouts. Yeah. Have we ever seen that before? Have we ever seen it before?
No, but the NL Central should be worried about the Reds. If I'm the Cardinals, Brewers, and Cubs, you need to worry about Cincinnati.
Be very, very careful. Of course, we're going to be all over it in the second half of the season. The All-Star break coming up in just a couple of weeks. I can't even believe that July 1st is right around the corner next week. All right, Seabass, coming over to you. Give me your best bet, sir.
Coach, we're going to stick in that Aces Sun game tonight. We're going to take the Aces team total under 89.5 tonight. They've done this in 12 of their 13 games this season. They're only averaging about 80, and the Suns give up about 87 points per game. And in the last 2 years, it's only gone over twice. So give me the Aces team total under 89.5. But over 70 would be great, too. And baseball doesn't suck, Coach. And if you think it does, we'll just make a first 3 innings bet. That way you only got to watch a third of the game. We're going to take the Padres, first 3 innings on the money line. Nick Pivetta for the Padres got an ERA just under 3 at home. Last 5 starts, he's only given up 6 runs through 15 innings. 5 of those came against the Dodgers in one game. So I'll give that just 1 run. Going up against the Nationals today, Mackenzie Gore, ERA over 4 on the road and giving up 8 runs over that same stretch on the road. So I like the Padres today. First 3 -125.
I like that analysis a lot. By the way, there's been a few people in the chat. They said, Coach, you haven't made any picks in a while. Don't worry. Tomorrow, I'm going to have Rocket and Mortgage Classic picks, PGA Tour golf, because It's just simply what I do. I just cash tickets. Now, speaking of cashing tickets, our man Big Chuck taking care of business, sending in 2 big plays today. And we start with this one, the FIFA Club World Cup. Very redundant. Dortmund, Ulsan, both teams to score. Pay attention, boys, because I don't even know where Ulsan is. Here is what my man Big Chuck said. He said, Dortmund enters the final group stage match, leaving scored in 9 of their last 10 matches, while Ulsan has hit the back of the net in 8 of the last 9. Now, in what should be a high-scoring event, also expect both teams to score in Urawa, and Monterrey out of Mexico. Man, I'm just throwing out just dimes today. Minus 140. BTTS, it's our favorite bet on the board. And do not forget, as always, you can be a part of Charles's side hustle. All you got to do is scan the QR code. We throw it up there throughout the show. 1 or 2 games, and you're playing with house money. Now, gentlemen, sometimes I feel like we're missing something. I feel like we're... What in the hell are you doing, Mark?
Coach, listen, I'm inside. That doesn't mean I can't bring swag and have my hair blowing in the AC wind, I guess. It's so damn hot. And I'm not talking about just Las Vegas. I'm talking about these plays of the day.
Real quick, Seabass, I don't know if you were watching yesterday. My man was outside in the Nevada desert, and he brought his own wind machine to blow those 3 hairs he has falling down the back of his head. But apparently today he wants to keep that going.
It sounds like hair envy. I got to be honest.
Here's just 3 more than I got.
You got like 4 bald dudes. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right. I love our partnership with JTS. You said we're going for 4 in a row, or we've hit 4.
Going for 4 tonight.
All right, we're going for 4 wins in a row, 4 days in a row. What do we got?
We are starting with New York Liberty Breonna Stewart to get at least 25 points and rebounds tonight. Stewie has been on an absolute tear. She's cleared this in 6 straight games, averaging almost 31 points and rebounds, and she's been perfect against Golden State. She's in MVP form, and I'm riding it. Next, we're going to the Diamond, and we're going to fade Athletics' Jacob Wilson to stay under 1.5 hits, something he has done in 7 of his last 9. And when he's on the road facing right-handed pitchers at night, those stats get even worse. Put them both together for a +109, just as that sports player of the day.
4 wins in a row. I'm telling you right now, that's what it's all about. Laser focused from Mark and his team, even when they're in Las Vegas. There is the QR code. Scan it. Then when you get in, use our code, BTT30. And I'm going to give you 30 days for free. This is the perfect time of year to do this because you get to test it out when we're not super, super, super busy in the world of sports. Still got a little soccer, got a little golf, got a little baseball. But then when we get into August, September, what I like to call our bread and butter, then you're going to be playing with house money. Real quick, Raphael, how popular is the NBA draft these days to bet on as opposed to, let's say, the NFL draft?
Ooh, that's apples and oranges, Coach, because the NFL draft is creme of the creme. Normally, the NBA draft is popular, but this year, there's only one really big name, and that name's going off first. So I think that everyone's going to be looking for trades throughout the day and tomorrow, not who gets drafted. But the Duke players, there's 3 of them. There'll be names called, probably top 6.
And we'll be talking about this throughout the year. Did you just say creme of the creme?
Yes.
I'm not sure that's the saying.
That's my saying. That's my saying.
You're making up your own sayings. Okay. Very, very good. By the way, look what I found at my parents' house. Let that resonate for a second. Resonate for a second. Big Cheesy loves to make fun of me in the chat. I found it. We'll talk more about it coming up in a little bit. Yes, Seabass, I was a boyfriend in a box. I've been legendary for years. Now, still to come, NBA draft, new segment, thumbs up, thumbs down, just for Seabass. This is Coaching Company. We're live, as always, right here on Stadium. All right, welcome back, everybody. Now, Raphael, we have the NBA draft coming up today. Give me a little of the chatter that is going on.
favorite team early on just because they have 3 guys that's going to be going. But Knipple, the shooting guard out there's 2 teams battling, Charlotte and Utah. Charlotte gets 4, Utah gets 5th. Well, he's going to one of them. I think he goes to the 4th pick just because they have Ball as the point guard and need a shooting guard to help them. But I know Utah wants Knipple really bad. That's a Danny Ainge boy right there who's in Utah. I'm really looking to see who wins Knipple's sweepstakes between drafts 4 and 5.
With all of the nuggets and odds that you make every day and for the NBA draft, I'm a little shocked that you didn't make one of odds for 2 Duke players to go in the top 5.
Because right when that mock draft started flowing and what I was seeing, it was going to be pretty easy. There was, like I said, it's not a big name heavy draft, but Duke players are names in the draft that were going to go early. So it was good. I would have had to put the over 1.5 at -$5, and I didn't really want to do that. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the Duke players do because that center for Duke, raw talent coming out into the NBA draft.
Very raw. Seabass, does it hurt your heart that the SEC isn't being talked about in the NBA draft right now?
No, because it's the draft, Coach. We're not paying attention to the NBA draft. We keeping all of our guys anyway so that we can repeat as national champions. You guys can have your draft in the NBA. We'll get there next year. But, yeah, we're more focused on repeating.
Big Tommy, do you notice how he says we repeat as if 14 teams won the national championship last? Do you hear what Seabass says right there?
I heard him, Coach. He's a big guy there. He loves his SEC, bro. He loves them all, and they always win, right? He's not wrong. They do win.
They pay more.
They do win. They do win.
Pretty sure they just won the NCAA baseball tournament too, right? Yep.
I got a little something coming for you, Seabass. You don't even know we're doing it. I got a little something coming for you. We're back live in 5 seconds. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Coach and Company on a glorious late June Wednesday when every other show, every other brand, all they're doing is having meetings to get ready for the fall. We trudged through the middle of the summer mud. Now, this was the time of year when our late great friend Howie Schwab used to complain the most. Nothing going on. Hoops a long way away. Got to go to do dialysis. We loved him so much. And every day for Howie Schwab, oh, yes, it was an F day.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the first F day. Welcome to the first F day. Pardon me.
Oh, I love hearing Howie's voice one time a week. All right, Big Tommy, I got to start with you because you are smack dab in the middle of the Northeast where everything is crazy. The Knicks, they fire a head coach after going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Your Boston Celtics, are we even going to recognize them next year? So I ask you one single solitary question. What are you ranting on today?
Coach, I'm ranting on the East of the NBA, and it's up for grabs next year. And you are right. Halliburton out, Achilles. Tatum out, Achilles. Damian Lillard out, Achilles. So who's going to win the NBA East? Do the Knicks have a shot of winning the NBA East? Oh, my God. I would shoot myself to do. But you know what, folks? They have a shot. Even the Washington Wizards have a shot here. It is amazing how 2 superstars are out, 3 superstars are out with Achilles, and the NBA East is up for grabs, Coach. It is unbelievable. Maybe we can get our old WWE team together, Coach, and maybe we can win the NBA East. It's going to be wide open next year.
We had some athletes. By the way, that kind of leads into my rant in a couple of minutes. Athletes and the WWE. Embarrassing. I'll get to that. But speaking of embarrassing, Rafael Esparza, what are you ranting on today?
You're correct, Coach. You know what's embarrassing? Baseball fights. I am tired of watching baseball fights where everyone in the bullpen has to run from center field all the way to home plate just to scream and push and maybe touch an opponent. Give me back in the old days. Give me Pedro Martinez throwing down Don Zimmer. Give me Nolan Ryan beating up Robin Ventura of the White Sox. That was fantastic. And my favorite one, Kyle Farnsworth, who created the spear, not Goldberg, not Roman Reigns. Kyle Farnsworth speared Paul Wilson, the Cincinnati Reds. He created a spear. That's what I want to see in baseball fights. I don't want to see the backup catcher running with his knee pad still from center field to do absolutely nothing. I want brawls.
I can't even see you in a fight, Raphael. I really can't.
I've been in four. I've been in 4 fights, Coach, and I'm 1-3. 1-3.
First guy I've ever known to lose a fight.
Yeah.
I admit.
He never loses.
Oh, I shocked Coach.
I think you all were frozen for a second. You were like this on my screen. I was like, oh, my man. All right. Now, let's stay with that theme of embarrassing. Let's stay with that. Because, Seabass, you came across a number that I quite frankly cannot believe. What are you ranting on today?
Funny, Coach, you should use the word frank because we're talking about ballpark franks today. If you haven't checked it out, check out my stadium meats section. We're talking about ballpark dogs all over MLB. So I was doing a little research, and Baltimore, Camden Yards, the warehouse dog, new hot dog for them, $23. The hot dog costs more than my ticket to the game. This thing, though, outstanding. Huge foot-long hot dog, pit beef, caramelized onions, queso fundido, pickle pico. It's got a ton of stuff on there. But $23? $23. It's more than the beer. It's more than the ticket to the game. What are we doing? Why is it so expensive? I can't afford to eat and go to the game. I can only do one or the other. Let's get the price down just a bit. $23.
So embarrassing. It's almost like TKO, who owns WWE and UFC, is now running baseball stadiums. Oh, my God. Every last dollar. All right. We're staying with the theme. We're staying with embarrassing. And as a former WWE superstar myself, as a former athletic owl, boyfriend in a box, you always want to put your best foot forward. Now, over the weekend, they had this thing called Fanatics Fest, where a bunch of big-time athletes and fans come together to pay to get autographs of the likes of Kevin Durant, Tom Brady, Justin Gaethje of the UFC, and a slew of WWE superstars. They had a competition. Among those competitions was a three-point shooting competition and some free throws and other things. And do you know who embarrassed themselves the most? The likes of Cody Rhodes, who did the three-point competition in a full suit and vest. John Cena, who shot a free throw. It's normally 15 feet. It went about 8. Understand, when fans expect you to be the absolute very best, you can't come out there and embarrass yourself when you got Tom Brady dropping dimes on the island green as part of the competition, when you've got Eli Manning doing a pretty solid WWE entrance, but the superstars themselves, oh my God, give me a capital E for embarrassing. Now, this next one is for Seabass, keeping with that theme. Now, this young lady used to be Z-Man's partner in Miami, and then she went to the national level. I adore her, but I'm going to call out a bad take when I hear a bad take. Joy Taylor on a podcast yesterday talking about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And ladies and gentlemen, you will not believe what Joy Taylor believes is true. Producer man, roll tape.
I'm a storyteller. I think storylines are so fucking important. I think you need villains. I think you need heroes. You need shit to sell. You got to sell a fight, like brand all of this. And it upset white men to watch this strong, winning, unapologetic black woman be in their, be in Caitlin's face.
In their savior's face.
Yeah. And they still cling to it. And it's now like spun to this whole thing where like Caitlin's better than Angel and blah, blah, blah. I just said we would not be talking about Caitlin Clark the way that we do if it wasn't for that moment with Angel Reese. I will die on this hill.
I will die on that hill. Is she serious right now that without Angel Reese and in her face in the big game in college, we wouldn't be talking about her like we do? Seabass, the floor is yours.
I'm just happy we're talking about Angel Reese again on this show. But I agree with Joy Taylor, actually, 100%. If it wasn't for that moment, we wouldn't have the conversations that we have about Caitlin Clark. Yes, she would still be good, but she's not top 5 player in the WNBA. She's not. Even Paige Beckers is a better player than Caitlin Clark, rookie this year in Dallas. I just agree with her 100%. We wouldn't have the same conversations. That's all she said. We'd still talk about her. She fires up a nice 3-ball like Steph Curry from wherever, but she's not the best player in the WNBA. She probably isn't even the best player on her own team.
I'm sorry. I thought you froze up there for a second and somebody took over your brain and your body. She's not a top 5 player in the league. She's selling out 20,000 seat arenas, but she's not the top 5 player in the league. All right.
She's a great marketing wise, sure. She's great, but that doesn't make her a great player just because people go to watch her, because people like her doesn't make her great.
Raphael, I don't even want your take to that video. I want your take to that.
I'm hoping to get a free hot dog on this one because I kind of agree with Seabass a little bit. The way she has been playing lately, 3 straight duds. She was awful yesterday. 8 turnovers. Her turnovers have been grossly bad. I mean, I'm sorry, she's not top 5 right now. I'm trying to do a list. She's maybe top 10.
Whoa. No, don't throw in the right now. I'm talking, you can't take 3 games out of a full season or out of a full 2 seasons. Since she walked into the league, she has tons of records that nobody else. It took like Diana Taurasi 1,000 games to do what she did in about 60. There's so many nuggets that she has done.
Small statistical categories that are irrelevant in the overall.
Well, that's what Raphael just did.
It's going to be interesting to see why Bonner's want. It's going to be very interesting to see why Bonner wants out of Indiana. I'm hearing a lot of stuff that could be happening. That can maybe damage someone's image in Indiana right now. It's going to be very interesting to see what comes out in the next couple of 24 hours.
Big Tommy, you're shaking your head over there. What do you got to say?
Coach, I'm with you on this one. She's probably going to be one of the best WNBA players to play. She's getting attendance everywhere. And Joy Taylor's just trying to be relevant here. Start crap between Reese and Caitlin again. And it's just all bull crap. She's trying to be relevant. But to say she's not one of the best in the WNBA, is a travesty because she is.
She is. And see, Beth, I will acknowledge some of the things you said because I completely respect your WNBA fandom, your analysis, the fact that you watch the games. I respect that. But you can't honestly believe that Caitlin Clark is not one of the top 5 players in the league?
No, I 100% believe that. I'll take Kelsey Plum. I'll take Breanna Stewart. I'll take Asia Wilson. I'll take Dejanay Carrington. I'll take Collier. That's 5 right there.
You'll take Kelsey Plum over Caitlin Clark?
I would. The way she gets to the bucket, I would. The way she gets to the bucket, she's not a better 3-point shooter than Caitlin Clark, but she scores more. She doesn't turn the ball over as much, and she can get to the hole.
I've been seeing a lot of guys. It's such a polarizing topic, to be honest. And I saw Clay Travis the other day literally said, and he was dead serious. And I had to start thinking about it because one thing I try to do, and we try to do here at the show, is not just throw out takes and go, no, this is we try to discuss like what we're doing. And then we want the fans to digest it. Don't just emotionally respond to stuff. And that's what I did to Clay Travis. He said that if Caitlin Clark went and started her own league and he was looking at investing in the WNBA or her new league, he would invest in her new league because he thinks it would be more profitable and more popular. Do we agree? We only got about 10 seconds each. Raphael?
I would do a thumbs up. I would agree.
Tommy?
I agree with that, Coach.
What about you, Seabass? Could she start her own league?
I think, yeah, she has a fan base and a market, and she's marketable. I don't disagree with that.
Boy, it's gonna be fascinating. I just want her to fight back one time. I would love for her to get decked like she's been getting decked and get up and just throw a haymaker one time. Yeah. Can you imagine? All right,
street cred.
Good job. What'd you say?
Street cred.
She needs some. She definitely needs some. All right, we're about halfway home here on Coaching Company. Having a great time on a Rant Wednesday. Still to come, a brand new segment. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Also, is the NCAA really thinking about expanding the tournament? We'll talk all about it. This is Coach and Company. We are live, as always, on Stadium. For Dynamite, it's always really, really, really serious. So recently, I connected with this group called NAW. And Shane Hartline is the CEO. He's the owner. He's got over 1 million followers on TikTok, and he loves pro wrestling. He also does a thing called the Writer's Room where they do skits as if they were writing for storylines from 25 years ago, 2000, 2001, 2002. So he put this on my feed this morning. I thought, I want to run this and then get Vince's reaction to it. This is a recent NAW night where they had tryouts for talent for wrestlers, and it's called Nearly Average Wrestling. They're not trying to be good. They are not trying to be good. Producer man, let's roll the tape for Vince, please.
Who wants their life changed here tonight? You have 60 seconds. Make it count! What are you here to try out for?
Commentator or announcer? Peter's kind of playing patty cake with himself?
You want to call that commentary? You shut your dollar store Jonah Hill looking ass and sit your ass down.
My God!
Those pants haven't fit him in about 32 years.
I'm here to put the fear of God in y'all!
18 and up show, everybody. I don't know what's about.
I was born with no genitalia. You promised me a contract.
Can I tell you, Vince, I don't know that I've had so much fun in a really, really long time. And every cliche that you hate, that you hear on TV, they implement it in their show as a parody and as a joke. Like, you deserve, like all that kind of stuff. They just use it as a joke. These guys are hilarious. So much fun.
I always say, Coach, and I've been saying it for so long, professional wrestling has become a parody of itself.
You can see the entire show tonight on the Stadium Network. We're so thrilled to have Coach and Bro there 11 p.m. Eastern Time, repeated tomorrow morning, Thursday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. We're back live in just 5 seconds. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're past the bottom of the hour. It's about 10:32 in the East, 9:30 here in Chicago, where I'm currently sitting, and it's 7:32 out on the West Coast. Now, real quick, I need to bring the guys up because, Tommy, during the break on our YouTube channel, and that's where people can go and watch and communicate, we show a segment from NAW, Nearly Average Wrestling. Now, I got to tell you, I got a text yesterday, Tommy, and they want you to be a part of a future show. Would that be something that Tommy Carlucci would ever do?
I'm down, Coach. I thought that was very entertaining, funny. The way they, not average wrestling, it's something different. I like it. I'm in, dude. I'm all in on that, man. It looked really fun to do, entertaining. Looks like you were having a blast, and that's what it's all about, man.
I had so much fun. We were in Hollywood. There were guys from Jackass. Remember Jackass?
Yes.
Some Jackass guys. I felt like I was one of the Jackass guys when we got done with that thing. Oh, my goodness. When the guy turned around and said, I haven't had, I won't repeat it here on the Stadium. All right, gentlemen. Now, we're always trying to be creative. We're always trying to start new things. And today we're starting a very, very, very new segment. Now, when I tell people what it is, they'll say, oh, Soupy came up with this. Because it's as simple as it gets. Anybody can do it, even Sloopy. So we're simply calling it thumbs up or thumbs down on whether or not you agree or disagree with the topic I throw to you. Make sense? Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. So Big Tommy, you're going to start. Raphael, you'll piggyback. Seabass, you'll piggyback. And then your boy will bring it home. All right. Topic number 1. Ace Bailey. He will be a part of the NBA draft tonight. We think he was a top 5 prospect. He came out of high school. He was going to be a can't miss. If you watch Shaq in that Reebok documentary on Netflix, he's all over it. Everybody wanted him until he didn't want everybody. He has refused to work out for even one team. He canceled a meeting and a workout with the Philadelphia 76ers yesterday. He was asked direct questions by the media. Didn't have any direct questions. He said the typical, oh, I'm just happy to be here. God has put me in a great place. All the stuff other than Do you agree with his draft strategy? Big Tommy, thumbs up, thumb down. Do you agree with Ace Bailey's draft strategy?
No, coach, it's just ridiculous. I don't agree with his draft strategy at all. Let's face it, he's only 18 years old. I don't know who's advising him, but this is the NBA, dude. You know how many players make it in the NBA? Not a lot. And you're one of the guys projected to go top 5, and then you cancel a workout with the Philadelphia 76ers. Not a good business sense at all. I do not agree of what he's doing. It's just ridiculous, and he's only going to lose the All. He's going to lose the money in the big time end there, buddy.
My favorite scene from Gladiator. No, I mean, he's 18 years old. Who is he talking to make these decisions? I don't understand. Is he talking to Deion Sanders? Is he talking to Hunter? I don't know who is he talking to, but he's losing a lot of money. He should have watched the NFL process to maybe make his change to do a different process. What he's doing right now, he's losing a lot of cred and a lot of money.
Let's keep it 3 for 3. This is how do you even call this a strategy? I have no idea what he's doing and how he thinks he's going to get to where he wants to go. Bad move.
Let's make it Seabass 4 for 4. It's a big old fat thumbs down for your boy. This kid, I have no clue what he is doing. I don't care if you're the projected number 1 pick and you're Cooper Flagg. I guarantee you Cooper Flagg has at least met with the Mavs. Met with one team. When you're a kid that's not a guaranteed number 1 pick, like Ace Bailey is not, you get caught up in your own hype. All your stories from high school. And those stories leave you when you go to the NBA. There's only 64 picks. It's always blown my mind. Every year you see the list of players. It's 400 or 500 deep that leave school early to go to the NBA draft. 64 is all that get drafted. Ace Bailey, you might get drafted, but you're going to lose a lot of money, and then you got to walk in and earn your credibility back. Now, speaking of a guy who has all kinds of credibility on the court, I'm talking about Kyrie Irving. But he is one of the many superstars that got hurt late in the season or into the playoffs. Torn ACL. That's nearly a 1-year injury. Is it not? It is. But then reports come out that he has agreed to a new 3-year, $149 million contract with the Dallas Mavs. He's going to miss at least half of next season, if not more. Tommy, thumbs up or thumbs down on the Mavs giving Kyrie $50 million per?
I'm going to say a big thumbs up, Coach, because he is finally settled in. Let's face it, when he's on, he's probably one of the best point guards in the NBA today. And I think he's finally settled in. He's happy. He's got Jason Kidd there. They're going to get Cooper Flagg. They're going to build a nice team with him and Anthony Davis. I think he's finally happy in his career and his life, and I really like it because, man, he is one of the best in the NBA when he is on, guy. I agree.
This is for the old folks, the fans. Hey, yeah, I like it just because they're still doing crowd control. The fans are still mad at what they traded. So this is a great signing, 3 years. I don't think he's going to take the full year. He didn't tear his Achilles like everyone else. It's just an ACL. ACL injuries are improving week after week, month after month. So I think he'll be come back much quicker. But I think it was a great signing for Dallas.
Thumbs up as well. I like Kyrie Irving here. Like Raphael just said, the ACL, it's like now you get a scratch on your knee. It's healed up. It takes a few months, but it's not a career-ending injury like they used to be. It's like Tommy John surgery in Major League Baseball. You can come back from that these days too. Just a little bit of time and some healing. I think it keeps their core together. I think it's a great look with Cooper Flagg coming in, hopefully, if that's who they take number 1. I like keeping that together for him.
Yeah, this is one of those topics that I had to sit back for a second before I initial reacted. I'm also going a big old thumbs up because if he can come back, let's say in February, and the Mavs can kind of keep themselves in the playoff hunt. He comes back, you got Cooper Flagg, and the other part of this team, they were actually pretty good after the Luka trade. Jason Kidd has them playing really good basketball and buying in. So you got to lock this guy up, even if it's a 2.5-year contract. At least it's the second half of next season and not the first half of next season. So 4 for 4, all a thumbs up. Topic number 3. Last night on the Diamond, he's a dynamic player for the Pittsburgh Pirates. O'Neal Cruz, the man can fly. He's got power. He's great in the field. However, he lost track of outs. And he didn't run out a double play ball. His manager benched him. Cruz said he had every right to. Tommy, thumbs up or thumbs down on the Pirates manager benching one of his, if not his best player, because not hustling down the first place line?
Coach, I'm old school, and it's a big thumbs up for me because you're playing baseball. How do you not know how many outs are on the bases? You got to know what's going on. This is your job. You got to know what's going on. You got to run things out. I agree with the manager. It sets it up for the whole team that, like, he's not playing around. You got to be in this game for 9 innings. And to drift off last night, terrible. That's why he should have been benched. I agree with it.
I'm going to give devil's advocate. I'm going to get a thumbs down because 50% of stadiums yesterday were over 100 degrees. He had a brain fart. It was hot outside. It happened in the Cubs game yesterday as well. This is the heart of summer. 100 degrees out there. You forget things. I'll give him a thumbs down and a thumbs up at the same time. He just forgot. It was hot outside.
Thumbs up. You got to pay attention. You're getting millions of dollars to play a game. Everybody who thinks that baseball sucks because you're just throwing and hitting, there's something going on every single play, whether it's in the field, through the dugout, signals. You got to pay attention. And as the top guy on the team, the coach is sending the message that nobody is above reproach. You got to be 100% focused if you want to win ball games. I approve this move.
Is it 100 degrees in this studio right now? A thumbs up and a thumbs down from Raphael. What are we doing? I'm giving a big old thumbs up. I don't care about how hot it is. I don't care about any of it. Every single play. I was an all-state first baseman in high school. I played at a high level. That was years before I was athletic out. And I understand that every single play, I don't care if it's a bunt back to the pitcher on a sacrifice. You bust your ass down. You only got to run 3 or 4 times a game. A game. Not in practice, in a game. And we can't do that on a double play ball regardless of how many outs. That's a big old thumbs up for your boy. Now, topic number 4. Big Tommy, this is for you, kid. Yesterday, seems like every time I turn on ESPN.com, it's another move. It's another move by your Boston Celtics. Now, the big fella, Kristaps Porzingis, he's going down to the ATL. He's going to team up with old Trae Young. A day after, Drew Holiday gets shipped to the Portland Trail Blazers. Tommy, thumbs up, thumbs down for the Celtics getting rid of all of their top 6 or 7 players?
Coach, it's a big thumbs up for me because they have to make a move. They have to get under the luxury tax. You know, Drew Holiday's up there. He's getting to the 34, 35. His defense wasn't great. And Porzingis no-showed at the playoffs. He was sick. He's this, he's that. He plays half a season. Every time I turn the Celtic game on, he was on the bench. He's hurt. He's got a cough. He's got that. So I agree with the Celtics are doing. As long as they don't get crazy with the trades, and I know we're going to talk about that a little later on, I agree with Porzingis and Drew Holiday getting traded.
I agree. I'm a thumbs up on this one. I think his playoff actions is probably the main reason why they shipped him out. A, they got to save a lot of money, and B, you just can't trust him anymore. I mean, he was nicknamed a unicorn when he came in here. Now he's worn so many jerseys. He's not a unicorn because he's been on every team. So, no, I agree on that one.
It's a thumbs up for me. I don't know if it has anything to do with his playoff, but I think the Celtics are looking at next year is almost a lost season for them anyway with Tatum being gone. They need to get younger and look for the season after that, as I think they're getting a lot of draft picks and some guys with, not so much name recognition. I think it's a great move for them as they move forward to build around Tatum when he comes back healthy.
What is wrong with you guys? Are you kidding me right now? A big old thumbs down for your boy, because if you get rid of all these guys that have playoff experience, that have championship experience, do you want to completely start over? Even if Seabass, they write off the season next year, do you really want to start completely over, putting a team around Jason Tatum in his prime? I would rather write it off. They probably would have gone to the finals this year with Tatum. That's how good they were. It's not like they weren't a good basketball team. So for me, it's a big old fat thumbs down. I kind of like that segment, boys. And you guys actually followed instructions. That was remarkable in itself. Yeah. Still to come. NCAA. What are we? Just don't ruin my flow. Coaching Company right here on Stadium. right, Raphael, you heard Tommy just talk about the trades. I don't know what the cutoff is, but I know there are odds on how many trades will be made tonight. So explain to the audience, is this from when the draft starts, or is it when the day starts? How do we win or catch the bet on the over or the under?
When your iPhone switched over to the 25th last night, it starts then. I mean, so from today all the way till 11:59 tonight, 3.5 was the over under. Under was minus 135. Right now, everyone is betting the over because I think just what happened the last 2 days with the Pelicans and Blazers and the Celtics, we could be a trade heavy. So everyone thinks we're going to see 4+ trades tonight because now the over is minus 110 when it was plus 115 earlier.
I feel like this could be a trickle-down effect, Seabass, that if the Sixers go ahead and make that in, to me, it's got to be teams that are in the top 10. If they start making trades, you can see it start to really trickle down to the rest of the NBA. Do you think there needs to be a trade, Seabass, let's say in the first hour tonight, which is normally how long it takes to do the first 5 or 6 picks?
100%. There's got to be. First of all, I want to go back to what Raphael said. I had no idea that it started right at midnight, right at 12:01. I thought when it says for the draft, I thought that's whatever, it's 7 o'clock Eastern, right when the draft starts. So that's all day. I love that. I might have to go put a little bit money on that over too. But you definitely got to have an early trade. If it gets down into the second half of that first round, I think you lose it there and you miss out on some. But once one team goes, well, now everybody's trying to scramble because it changes their whole process, I think.
Raphael, go.
Make sure it says day one of trades because some books don't have that day one. Most books have day one of trades.
Or that legendary video where The Rock says, day one or one day. That comes through my algorithm 1,000 times a week. Have you guys seen that one? He goes, it's going to be day or just one day. Oh, God. It always hits me, too, on a day when I need it. You know what I'm saying, Tommy? We've had many of these. Yeah.
Plenty.
All right. Still more to come. Coaching Company live. 5 seconds. Let's go. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I am the coach. We're having a great time today on a Rant Wednesday edition of the show here on Stadium. And we're in the city where Stadium emanates from, Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City, the third television market in the country. Now, stories coming out of the NCAA the last 24 hours, and I flat out can't believe it. And Seabass, I'm going to start with you because if this is true, then we're going to go from 10, or didn't we have 11 SEC teams this year, and maybe the entire conference can make it in the NCAA tournament, because the word is that the NCAA committee is thinking about expanding to 72 teams starting next year, the same year that we had no parity. All the number one teams were dominant in their regions. Do you want to see more teams make the big dance?
100%. It's the greatest time of the year. Nobody's working. Everyone's focused on the tournament. I think it's great. And yeah, then we could have got the whole conference in because we had a few teams left out that probably could have made a run. Maybe we wouldn't have seen 4 number ones. I love it.
Who should have made it that didn't make it? You had 11 teams. You had 11.
Yeah, we got 14 in the conference? Yeah, there's room for 3 more.
Raphael, bring me some sanity right now. Who didn't make it this year? Was it? I can't even remember. It was 3 teams didn't make it.
Right? Didn't Texas win? It was somebody down there at the bottom that should have got in.
Yeah. I kind of like this, but don't forget, if they're still striving to get just a 5-power conference league, and if that happens, we won't have 72 teams. We'll go back to the 65. So, yes, this is all fun and glory. Add more teams, yes, more upsets, more SEC teams. But let's face it, the Power 5 want one big group. And if that happens, we won't have a 72 team.
I think within the next 10 years, we're probably going to see that. And it'll start with football, which is what everybody wants. And then it'll trickle down to the basketball teams as well. And Tommy, right now, everything is led by football. So when you hear about this story and you say 72, it's kind of like what the guys just said. I mean, it'll be nice. It won't change very much because we're only talking about, because they have, 68 now. So you got the play-in teams on Tuesday. So we're only adding 4 more. There's been word that potentially it could go to 78. Don't need anything. Thank you. Why do they never look at the sign on the door? I never understand that.
Rant incoming.
I don't need anything. Thank you. No. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can take that. Thank you. Forgot I did have trash and towels. Hey, that's real-time television right there. Are you kidding me?
Is that Mikey?
She literally waved me off He's in the same hotel. She waved me off. She goes, no, trash. No, trash. Oh, my goodness. Maybe she's talking about the show today. I have no idea. Tommy. No.
Hey, Coach, you know
Tommy,
what?
you're nuts.
It's all about money, man. You got more tournaments, more teams. Nobody bets more on March Madness than everybody. Everybody bets on March Madness. It's more money for Vegas. It's more money for everybody. So it's all about the Scudall, the Italian Scudall, the money there. It's all about money. If you can make more money, put more teams in, everybody will watch.
It's got to be a segment coming up. Tommy's Italian word of the day.
Oh, I need a T-shirt. I need a T-shirt of that. I need a T-shirt.
Oh.
Gracias. Thank you. That was. She's out. She's in and out. I kid you not. I kid you not. Oh my gosh, Seabass, you just gave me. Oh my gosh. Oh, Big Tommy's fun fact Italian. That's too long. We'll come up with something else. Tommy, look where you've come in the last year. You went from I've never done a sports show before to now you're getting your own segments named after you. What are we doing?
Thank you, Seabass. Thank you, Seabass.
And you didn't even notice. You just went, thumbs up. That's a thumbs up for Tommy.
It's on brand.
Thumbs up. All right. Now, we got to get serious because yesterday we had 2 green check marks. That's not good enough. Not even close, although it was June 24th. So, tree in the forest thing, we've heard of that. So, if you weren't here at the top of the hour, where the hell were you? But don't worry about it. We got you covered. It's time to lock it in. All right, 10 seconds or less, 1 or 2 nuggets is all that I need. Big Tommy, start us off.
I got the Yankees Reds under total runs 9.5 minus 120. Max Fried's on the mound today. This game is not going over 9.5 because the Yankees don't score any runs, and Fried is on the mound. They have to win this game today.
Boom and boom. Seabass, talk to me.
We're going to take the Aces team total under 89.5 today, minus 110. They've done this in 12 of their 13 games this season. And the Sun only give up about 87 points per game. And over the last 2 years, this total for the Aces versus the Sun has only gone over twice. Over in Major League Baseball, we'll take the Padres. First 3 innings on the money line. Nick Pivetta for the Padres going up against Mackenzie Gore and the Nationals. He's only given up 6 runs in the first 3 innings over his last 5 starts. However, 5 of those were against the Dodgers. Gore's got a 4.01 ERA on the road. I like the Padres.
5 nickels. Now, Big Chuck sitting in place even when he's not on the show. Club World Cup, Dortmund and Ulsan. Both teams to score. We absolutely love it. Dortmund, 9 out of 10. This has cash. Olsen, 8 out of 9. This is cash. Then Urawa and Monterrey. Urawa averaging 1 goal a game on the road. Monterrey, 1.6. You put it together, BTTS. Raphael, talk to me.
I don't jump on Seabass. Wait on that one because this one can go to 91. The total is moving as we speak. But my winners here for the whole crew in the hotel. Cardinals team total over 4.5 plus 130. They've scored 16 runs against the Cubs pitching in 2 days. Why not today? And then in WNBA, give me the Sun. Aces, both teams to score over 70.5 at minus 110. All 10 meetings, all 10 of them cashes.
And now, Marquee Model and the hair. What is the JTS play of the day?
We're starting with New York Liberty, Breanna Stewart, to get at least 25 points and rebounds tonight. Something she has done in 6 straight games. She's 2 for 2 against the Golden State Valkyries. Love this spot for her, and we're going to pair that with Athletics Jacob Wilson to stay under 1.5 hits. Something he has done in 7 of his last 9 games. Put them both together for a plus 109. Just that's what's play of the day.
And do not forget, scan that QR code. Use our code BTT30, and then you will get 30 days for free. So many of you have already trusted us to do it. Put every single tool that you could possibly have in your toolbox at your disposal. JTS growing rapidly. Now, Raphael, we like to end every show making me smarter.
We're going to the baseball diamond. The Detroit Tigers last 12 games, 11 of them have gone over the total, including 10 straight in last night's butt whipping. They scored 11 runs.
Watch your mouth. Did you just say butt whooping? On live TV, butt whooping? Oh, my goodness.
That's a thumbs up and thumbs down.
By the way, there are 4 day games today, and we say day anything before 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. But 15 games on the docket. 15 games on the docket. All right, we only got about a minute left. Raphael, as we wrap things up, weekday wager will have more on the NBA draft, more on baseball. Anything else the public needs to know heading into tonight?
I think the Pelicans might be the first team to maybe throw out a name player on there. I think Zion might be his way out. We saw CJ McCollum leave, going to, I think when he went to Portland, I can't remember where he went. I'm hearing that they really wanted to get rid of that contract. So Zion could be on the move maybe tonight.
Wow. You think he'll be in shape wherever he goes? That's got to be part of the contract moving forward. You got to throw in a in shape clause, Seabass, for Zion. It just he's had too many years now.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big guy already, but yeah, he's got to do something with his self to be physically able.
Great analysis.
Yeah.
Big Tommy, they're in New York. Draft, is it a thing on the fan?
Everybody's been talking about Ace Bailey, believe it or not, for the past couple of days because he's a Rutgers guy and everything. Everybody thinks the Knicks are going to jump all over him, but I don't think he's going to last that long, really. I think he's a natural player, but everybody's talking about Ace Bailey. Isn't it unbelievable? They talk about Ace Bailey and Rutgers. It's the Northeast team, Coach.
Maybe he'll have the last laugh, Tommy.
Yeah, maybe.
He might have the last laugh on all of us. He'll go like number 2. He'll be like, I told you, I didn't need to do squadoosh. See what I did there, Tommy? See what I did there?
Yeah.
All right.
Squadoosh.
Yeah.
Producer man, you know what time it is. Give me that one shot. It's now time for you to go out into the world, for you to remember there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire company, damn it, do I love them all. Big Tommy C, Raphael, my numbers guy, Seabass, only 5-star chef in the game, Marky Model, and producer man. I am simply the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's what we're all about. This is Coach and Company, as always, live right here on Stadium. Good luck.